Today we will gonna discover how we can use the roots inside Next.js. In this video I will show you how you can start rooting, what is the basic routing, how we can create new pages, new components inside that roots. So let's begin, shall we? So here in the documentation on the nextjs.org, the first place, if you're just starting learning the Next.js, we should come up to the documentation and see if we can find what we are looking for. And when we go to the documentation, I would look for the routing, which I know it before, but you can search here as a root, and the dynamic roots is come up directly here. And you can directly go to routing to introduction, and it will show you the index roots, how they are used. For example, if there is a pages in the index.js, it is directly redirects you and you can access that page inside the slash. So if you remember, we had our application running on our local development, so I have started that application one more time now, so we can have a look in localhost 3000. As you see, actually there is a slash at the end. It redirects us to our index page, which is on the index.tsx, is our home page. So if we want to generate another root in the pages, the documentation says we need to put it inside the pages blog index.js. So let's say we would like to move our food table into a new page in the new root. Let's create here under the pages, we create let's say table as a general name and food. And inside the food we can generate index.tsx. I'm using TypeScript here, so it is TSX, but if you are using JavaScript, it is JSX. And let's say we have created our file now, and I would like to create my food table page directly here. So it begins with const food table, and the type of it is the next page, and open parentheses, and we can say return. We can open a couple of divs here, and in a paragraph, let's say food page. What we need to do, we can export it directly as a default. The variable function we have created here, our component, as a food table. So when we save that page, it will compile our new code, and we should be able to see our new page inside /table/food. So let's go there and try out table food. As you see, we have the food page come up there. And what I would like to do, as you know, in our localhost 3000, we had this table which we use for our foods. Let's move that to the table food component. So what we should do, we should come up there and cut all of these components which we used for and paste it in our new component for the food table. So as you might remember, we also see the errors here directly. It doesn't find the rows which we use to render these food table values. We need to get them from this component to directly cut them here and paste it here. As you will see, now our compiler will not show any errors regarding to rows. It takes a bit time to get indexed all of the stuff. And then we can delete all of the non-used components from Material UI and the home screen. So after we save that, as you see, I'm expecting to see these table inside, the table food page. So since we remove all of the rest of the stuff into our home directory, if we go to home directory, it is only a couple of stuff left for the components. Let's create another page which was also into the documentation as a pages blog index.js. So that will be our blog as well. So let's create like this, blog index.tsx. As a second time, const blog equals open parentheses, close parentheses, and return in a curly brackets as a div. Let's add header here. It is the first blog header, and we can add our paragraph here, and that is the blog paragraph we are planning to use. So in the return we need to change the parentheses to non-curly parentheses. We are returning the component here, and we need to export default blog, and here we need to say next page. So let's say in this new path we have created our new component, and we can directly access it with the blog. Yeah, that easy. So the first blog header is there. This is the blog paragraph we are planning to use. We just added our new root here, and we can add and change another versions of these. Instead of, I don't know, let's make it an about page, for example. So we have created our about page. Let's change our component name to about, and let's call it about. That is the paragraph we are planning to use for explaining about. So when we go here, if we go to about, it took us to about page. We can give some URLs for redirecting from one page to another, and let's make it So here we created a link for blog. It took us the blog page, and also add this the same thing to blog to send us to about. And I have added the styles for these components directly. As you see, the about link is a blue one and the blog link is the red one. So we can redirect the user directly between switching in the routes like this. Thank you so much. And that was the all I would like to explain regarding to routes. So it's very easy. And for the recap, we just create a new file inside to the folder we would like to use as a root. In that case was about, in that case was in the blog. So we have created our index.tsx files and added all of the components as we wanted to use. And that's it. And thank you for listening. And please don't forget to subscribe. Have a nice day.